Hello everybody and welcome back to Supermarket Simulator. So what you are looking at in front of you is the results of my sales testing. So I was going to feature this in a video, but unfortunately I had a few issues with that video. So we are just going to be looking at the results instead, and then we're going to have a normal day in store after this. So let me explain what you are seeing. So in the red here, this is just a standard day. So this is a day with no sales on whatsoever. So just a standard in-game day. We had 90 customers and we had $7,669.04 of income. In the green, we have a 5% store-wide sale. In the blue, we have a 10% store-wide sale. And in the purple, we have a 5% off all of the fruit and vegetables in the game. So we need to take these results, though, with a bit of a grain of salt, because I've only done 2 days of testing per sale, and that is nowhere near enough. Ideally, I think we'd have 5 or probably 10 days of testing, just because of the natural fluctuations within the game, as seen really on day 1 of the 5% sale, where we only had 87 customers, which I don't think is a fair number for that sale. So what I've done, we've calculated all of the numbers here and given myself the results. But what I have done is I have swapped out this day for this day, because I think this is probably a similar day to what the bottom end of a 5% sale could look like anyway. So I've kind of swapped those days just to make this one a little bit fairer, just to see what the results would be. Because otherwise, the 5% sale only earned $10,321.78 average, which is pretty low. If you look at the 13,647 here and the 12,847 here, that would have been pretty low. And I think it was just because that day was an anomaly. So I've decided to cancel off that day, and we're going to go with this number here, 13,071, because I think that's a bit fairer. I've done a similar thing with the supply costs. So what I originally did as well was calculate the supply costs of each of the 2 days. But again, that's not really fair either, because the way I play the game is I'll restock a little bit during the course of a day, and then I'll restock in the morning from the previous day. But obviously, like this number here, for example, will have some of this day's sales, taken into account. I'm restocking this day, and the same here. I'm restocking from this day. So also here, you see this number here, nearly 13,000 I spent on restocking that day. That's because I sold out of a lot of the expensive items like meat. But that is quite a variable thing to happen. That doesn't happen super often. That happens every 4 or 5 or 6 days or so. It doesn't happen every day that you're going to have this huge expenditure. It just happened to be one of those days. So to fair that up, I decided to make the average of what all of the supply costs were, and that is $6,111.15. So after making everything a little bit fairer, what I decided to do was then multiply it over a 10-day period to see which sale is best, really, and which one we might use going forward in the series. Now, you can really ignore the first number here, and these numbers here. You can ignore those numbers, really. They are me multiplying the average income against the minimum supply cost, really, or this supply cost here, for example, which I don't think is the fair way of doing it. So the final number is me multiplying this number and then taking away the supply cost average across all of the days, which I think is a fairer one. So really, it's the bottom numbers we're looking at. There is a missing number here because I did all of these. The missing number here, which would be this income, take away that supply cost, would have been $82,162.60. But as I say, we're just going to go with the final numbers. So over a 10-day period, the 5% sale brought in $69,602.30. The 10% brought in $75,361, and the 5% off just the fruit and vegetables brought in $67,632.40. So the clear winner is the 10% sale there. It makes the most money. Now, there are a few things to watch out for. For example, in this one here, there were a lot of products not found because I was a bit overwhelmed with the fruit and vegetables. Everybody was getting them and we kept running out. So we were down a few sales, which could have nudged both of these figures above 13,000. It wouldn't have made that much difference, but over the course of 10 days, probably would have made it more similar to a 5% store-wide sale. So you've got to watch out for things like that as well. And I've also, of course, figured this one into here. So this number could have been knocked up slightly as well to maybe 71,000 perhaps, and been a little bit closer to the 10% sale. Just for those who are interested, if I was to not do sales over a 10-day period based on this, which again, this supply cost is not appropriate, but if you were, because I would imagine we would have bigger supply costs, but I don't think they would necessarily be the 6,111. So, but if we just took this, if you're interested, that would make us 72,860 per 10 days. So actually not that far behind the 10% sale. Actually not doing a sale would be cheaper, would be better than the other sales. But as I say, I don't think this is a fair supply cost. But unfortunately, I don't have enough non-sale days at this level to go back and have a look at to come up with a fair amount. And I don't think the 6,111 would be fair because we're only getting 90 customers a day versus 140, 129. So obviously our supply costs are going to be higher. So which sale am I going to go forward with? I think I'm going to go forward with the 5% sale. I know the 10% sale is making us probably an extra $5,000 over a 10-day period, but I did find that the stock levels were a lot lower during the course of a 10% sale. The restockers, they were just about able to keep on top of it, but we were pretty empty by the end. I know we'd actually only had 2 products not found on day 1, and we didn't have any on that day. But we were a bit ransacked by the end, and the store could only just kind of cope with these high numbers, you know, the 146, 137. I think we get less of those days if we did a 5% sale, and we can just stay on top of it a little bit more. Reason number 2 I'm going to go with a 5% sale is because with the 10% sale, and I'll show you when we get into the main video, we're not making that much profit on some of the items anyway at 10%. When we knock that 10% off, we're making a few cents on some of our items. And of course, when we're buying them in, if that price changes, for example, and goes lower, we could end up not making much money on things at all. And I just think there's less margin for us with 10%, whereas 5%, we're pretty well covered even with store price changes. So I think we'll go with the 5%. Anyway, let's get on with today's video. And here we are back at the store. So I have my 5% sale all up and running. So now we've finished with our testing. We're actually up to level 74. We've earned a reasonable amount of money. I've done all the restocking we need to do already for today's video already. So we're actually going to get some licenses today. Well, at least 1 license. We might get 2. I'm not 100% sure, but we're definitely going to get 1. So let's go into licenses here. We're going to get the cleaning license here. It's only 4 items. We could get the pet supplies as well, which also comes with another cleaner, and that's that finished. So we could get both of those today. We can afford them. I'm going to get this one to start with. Let's just turn our restockers off so they don't do any shenanigans while we get all of this stuff on the shelves. So let's see then. We need to get a couple of those, 2 of those, and 2 of those. We won't have it placed in storage because it's got nowhere to go at the moment. All right, let's see what we've got then. So we have Snuggle. That's got to be like a fabric softener type thing then, hasn't it? Could go up here. I mean, this is the right sort of place for this, isn't it? So we'll have that along there, I'd say. And then we'll take this one. So this is, I'm guessing this is dishwasher stuff based on that. Cascade. Looked a bit like a laundry tablet at first. I think it's over here, isn't it? It's got that, it's got a bit of Dawn in it, hasn't it? It's got a bit of Dawn in it and a bit of other bits and pieces, but it looks like it's got glass on the front, so I'm guessing it's dishwasher stuff. That can go just there. What else have we got? So we've got some more soap. We have... That's it really, isn't it? So just more soap. Let's throw this one in. Can't throw here. Why can't I... That's weird how it does that. You can throw it in from here, and you can throw it in when in here, but if you can't stand in the doorway and throw, you can do it... It's really odd. I don't know why it doesn't let you throw it from the doorway itself. Right, so we've got some more of that. So that's probably going to go there. What is this? This is all-purpose cleaner, so that can go over here somewhere. I guess it could go on the top shelf. Over here. It's with all of these ones, so that can go there. And then this, I think I'll move the finish to the bottom shelf. And then we'll have this one in the middle there. Something like that. Take that off the shelf, take that off the shelf. There we go. That makes a lot of sense to me. Well, let's get these priced up. So this is going to be, we might as well stick it at 9.10 actually. And it's going to want its 5% discount applying. Like so. This one is going to be, we might as well go 12.45 with that, and then apply its 5% discount. Then we can come over here and we'll go 9.25 with this. Apply the 5%. Really wish you could type that in. 9.55, and we'll also apply the 5% to that. Good. Right, let's get rid of these boxes. Put these things on the shelves. Plenty of extra space. All of this is unused rack, so we've got plenty of room here. I think I'll double that one. It's a fairly big box. Definitely double these. Maybe even more. I only get 8 and 8. I think we'll double for now, but if we find ourselves running out of that a lot, that might have to be increased. This one, that's probably okay just singled, because I think we'll get like 6 of those boxes on, so that's more than enough of that. That's all that done. You know what, I'm tempted to maybe do another one, get another license, but I think we'll open up, we'll have a day, and then we'll get that next license at the end of this day. I think is the way forward there. So what I did think of about is somebody mentioned to me a few months ago in the comments with the sale items. So what you could do is, for example, have everything 5% over market value, and then with your 5% discount, that just takes it back down to market price. So then they're always paying market price. You're never sort of undercutting yourself in any kind of way. And I like the idea of that, and I wish I had more time to test that during the testing period. If I'd have had more time, I could have tested that theory as well, because obviously that would be the winning theory, wouldn't it, really? Because then you could have a 10% sale, and then just, you know, drop it down to market because of the 10%. You'd be making a fortune and getting lots of customers, so that would be good. But one of the reasons, like, I didn't go for the 10%, I said that we don't make much profit. You know, we've not got much margin on some things. And yeah, with some of these, we've not got a lot of margin over. It's only 64 cents over. So you're knocking another 5% off that. It's not that much. Then you buy them in at whatever price it is. And if that suddenly plummets as well, then we've got a lot of stock. Because we keep a high-end stock level. You know, we keep a lot of stock of certain things. So I buy a lot of stuff in, and then the price drops. And then suddenly I'm selling it, and the profit I'm getting on it might only be, you know, 40, 50 cents or something like that. So I think 5% it just gives us that bit of extra wiggle room, really, and just keeps it a little bit easier in store. Those 10% days, I mean, it's fairly busy now. They were already sort of twice as busy as this, and my restockers, which I've not switched back on again, they could just about manage, but it felt like they were a little bit overwhelmed. So, I mean, we do have another one we can get. So we may up it to a 10%, you know, sort of by the end of the series, but 5% I think is good for now. It just enables us to keep on top of things. Those extra 10 or so customers just made it a little bit too much. And I could see us going okay for a couple of days, but then like the third day we'd have nothing left. So that's the main reason I think I've decided to go for 5%. Now, the future of this series, we're on a bit of a roll to the finish now. So I think we've got another 6 licenses or so to get. We're basically going to be doing 1 or 2 per video going forwards now. We're earning decent cash, and I will do a little bit off camera as well. I'm going to try and wrap this up in the next 5 videos. Just so we can create some more space on the channel for doing other things, playing some different games. Future planning for maybe bringing in a couple of other future series as well. And that would kind of keep this one, this series length similar to series 1 as well. So I'd have 2 similarly episode length series. So I'm just going to go down that road. So we've got about 5, maybe 6, but about 5 episodes of this left, including this one. That's my plan anyway. So we're going to have a bit of a sprint to the finish. But yeah, I think the time has come. We need to think about moving on and bringing some fresher stuff to the channel. And yeah, it's just that time, really. So we're going to have a bit of a sprint to the finish. So the next sort of 5, maybe 6 episodes will be all we have on this one. So in that time, we're going to be doing quite a bit of stuff. We're going to be getting lots of licenses, as I say. We'll probably get another one today. So that'll be 2 in one video. We're probably going to end up getting an expansion. I don't know if I 100% need it, but I think I might end up taking that wall down. It's pretty tight, I think. We could do it, but we'd end up being pretty tight over here. So I think I may need just a little bit more space in here. So I'll probably get an expansion or 2 in that time. As I say, I'll do quite a bit off camera in terms of like grinding money. And we'll come into the episodes with a bit of spending money from time to time. But yeah, so we've got expansions, we've got licenses to come in, so we're going to be busy over the next 5, I would say. I would like to take the vegetables outside as well. But the problem with that is I haven't unlocked that end space down there. I'd love to knock that wall down, but the next 2 expansions are both over there. And that requires me to not only take those down, but and another one as well. So it's a possibility we could do that. We could take those 2 and another one. It's a possibility. I might, but if I do that, the main reason for doing that would be so I can get my vegetables outside as well. So everything's just uniform out there. So that might be something we'll work on as well. And then we can utilize the extra space that gives us by putting in a couple of extra shelves down here. So that is something I'm thinking about, and I'm probably about 70% sure that we're going to do another expansion. A little bit less sure that we'll get all the way around there, but we'll see. So it feels like we're quite busy. I think we're on for another at least 120 customer day. That's why I incorporated the 5% on fruit and veg into the findings for just the 5%, because I think that low day where we did 87 customers, just that can't be an average day of this level. There are a few other things that we need to consider. All of my findings from my testing is that during that time period, I actually went past level 70. I think we were started at level 69, I think. And when we went past level 70, I think we got a bit of a boost of customers anyway, to be honest. It's been a bit busier ever since that moment. I know we've been running sales, but it feels like that also brought something. So it could be that we, just by leveling up, have got extra customers as well as the sales. I think I might need another self-checkout over there. Or maybe, or at the very least, the self-checkout, no, they are busy, aren't they? I was going to say maybe another scale, but I think it's the self-checkouts that are also struggling there. You want 38.50. There you go. Of course, if I do get that expansion down there, that would create some extra space down there where maybe we could have some more self-checkouts as well. Cope with the extra demand that we now have, the extra volume of customers. So that wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? Just takes some saving up for, that's all. I'll tell you what I haven't done today. I've only just looked at the clock. And I should have looked at it much, much sooner. I haven't checked the stock. I just saw something go red, so presumably somebody couldn't find something. Or they found it expensive. But I haven't checked stock levels at all. So that was a bit of a mistake. We were okay coming into the video. I made sure we were about fully stocked with everything before starting the video. That doesn't mean with this volume of customers we haven't sold out of a thing or two. We have got 3 online orders as well. I haven't done any online orders for quite some time now because of the testing period, and I didn't want to muddy the waters with it, so I haven't actually done any of those for a while. So we could do. $73.68. We could do it while the restockers are busy bringing the store back together, because I have a feeling we're not going to be bad, because I can see we're pretty well stocked over there. We could probably just open again, but everybody's buying large quantities of stuff, aren't they? 106 and 5. $0.33. Thank you, sir. 40.25. No change. 110.89. $125 and 43. I'll tell you what, though, you know the amount people are spending doing the online orders. It's not needed financially, is it? Let's put it that way. The amount of money we've made today. 130.51. Thank you, sir. Right, let's close. Let's see what we've got. We could do 1 or 2 of them, couldn't we? Right, now the ones with fruit, I'm not sure. Oh, we do have. Wow, I expected us to be sold out, you see. I was thinking the ones with fruit, maybe we'd have to leave those. We can get those. Bananas. And we've got some Kraft. I think it's the Parmesan is down here. 4 of those. Some Mountain Dew. Is it the regular? Oh. It is the regular, sorry. Yes, it's the regular, not the Supermarket Simulator Edition. Mountain Dew. Heineken and some hot sauce. Which is actually barbecue sauce. Heineken. There we go. Right, that's that one done. Close that up. Pop that there. Right, who's next? Ellie King. And then we've got Kim Green. A lot of cheese that I'm seeing from the 3 shoppers here. So we want Hot Pockets, then we want the shredded cheddar, which is that one. 3 of those. Hot Pockets are just here. Mashed potatoes, so we go for the cereal next. And the mash is up here. They are still going through the self-checkouts, aren't they? It's taken a long time to get everybody through today. Right, final customer for us on the orders. You want the sliced, which is that one. You want the Swiss. Come back. Orange juice. Now, is it the orange juice or is it the... I think it's that one, isn't it? It's the mango. Then you want the bleach. I'm glad we've got all of these on the shelves. I was a little bit, to be honest with you, I was a little bit worried. I thought, are we actually going to be able to walk around and get everything? Because we are a bit low. Restockers have got a tough job ahead of them. Right, that's all of those, so we might as well take these out. Yeah, I'll take them now. I'll take them now because we'll get another license in the morning. Right, where is the person? Ah, there you are. Right on the edge of town. Right, where's Kim? There you go. There you go, Kim Green. Well, That was just waiting to happen, wasn't it? Everybody's just closing in on me there. Are you Ellie King? I didn't realize we've got Ellie and Ella. Ellie King. There you go, Ellie King. I think Ella was to the left. I rear-ended somebody out my driving today. Must have been those 12 beers I've just drank. There we go. Ella Young, there you go. Right, let's head back to the store and then we'll end the day, buy some stock, and then we should have more than enough money to get another license and get that on the shelves as well. Do one more day. Let's end the day. See how we did then. 133. We got 149 customers. We got more customers than we did on my 10% days. This is why I was saying you need to do more days of testing, because some of those 10% days, you know, they were 140 day, 146, I think it was, or something like that, and we had 137 or something along those lines. Who's to say they couldn't be 150, 160? They, you know, they really could be. So you need to do more testing. So I think I've chosen right at the moment, because that could get too much. So 5% is good, but yeah, we're getting a lot of customers through the door now, making a lot of money. It's all good. All right, let's do these prices. So we've got the melon, which has gone up in price. Wow, that's unusual for fruit. Usually the fruit is always going the wrong way, but finally, well, what the melon has given me, the potato has taken away, hasn't it? So $6.95, and then Raid has also come down in price. We'll charge $9 for that. That's not too much of a difference. All right, let's see what we need then. I imagine quite a bit. If I'm honest, let's have a look. Right, pumpkin. We're going to need some more. These sold pretty well, didn't they? I know we didn't have many in the first place, but they sold pretty well. So we'll get another 3 of those. We'll get another couple of those. We get one more of those as well. We can get 3 of these. We can get... Technically, we get 3 of those as well. Starting to get expensive. I don't want to spend all my money here. Might have to do a trip to the wholesalers. But I just want to get some stuff first. Alright, let's get this stuff for now. Place it in the storage. Alright, let's see what that's left us. Not bad, actually. There's a few yellows there. So we've got these ones to get, but then it's just yellows. So I think we'll just get the reds for now. Actually, no, I just want one of those. Can't fit both of those on. One of those. Well, that should take care of us. Everything now is okay. Some of it's not amazing, but it's more than fine for now. So we can get our next license. So the next license, we can either get the books, which I'm not going to get. I'm not going to get those right now. I might even change that mod and change those into games or something. But for now, we're going to leave that anyway. I haven't got a spot for them, really. So we can go to pet supplies, which also comes with the final cleaner. Or nothing. So it's going to be this one then, isn't it? So we're going to get the pet supplies. I'm not sure where the pet supplies... I guess the pet supplies can go on this wall for now. And if I do expand, they can go obviously the other side of it. I think that makes sense for now. The cleaning stuff... We've still got... I don't know what the final cleaning thing is. I guess we'll just buy them and see. Let's... I don't really want to turn the restockers off. But if But if I just buy one box of everything, then they're not going to mess this up, are they? And then we can just, because there's only a few items, I don't need to double box it straight away. So let's just buy one of everything, and then they can't possibly do anything with these because they don't have that option. So these are all going to come out here. So initially, let me take this cleaner. Mr. Clean. Right, what is that? That's just general cleaner, isn't it? So that really belongs here somewhere. Annoyingly. It doesn't belong over there. This is more, well, I mean, this is, doesn't really belong over here. I think it's more that type of cleaner, isn't it? It's more of a general purpose cleaner. It's not really like a dishwasher stuff, and it's not washing up. It's certainly not hand or shampoo. I could do with another shampoo or two in there. I might double those up then. Since we haven't got any more of those, I think I'll double those up. But I haven't really got space for this, Mr. Clean. That's annoying. Okay, well, we don't need that much. Have we got another toilet paper coming? I think we do, don't we? So I can't. So I need some more shelving over here anyway, is what I'm thinking. Let's just have a look at the license a moment. I think we do have... Do we have another one? We used to have... Yeah, we do. So we've got paper towels, laundry soap. Ah, so there is some more stuff coming. I've got toothpaste and laundry soap coming. So we need some more shelving over here anyway. So what I'm going to do is just going to get some more shelving. I'm just going to put it on some random shelving for now. And then when we get this one, we can rearrange it. That makes more sense. So let's just get some shelving for now. So let's just get 2 more of the normal racks we've been using. We're going to need them anyway. And we'll just create a new section. And then when we get the rest, we can rearrange fully. Because, of course, it may be at the time that we have, you know, that wall down or something anyway, so it might be all a bit different. Right, we'll put our Mr. Clean. They're just wipes, aren't they, really? We will put them at the top. I don't know if that's a bit... They're a bit high up there. Now, you wouldn't see those, would you? If you were just walking along and you were the height of the player. Bit of a reach to get the wipes. I think I'd prefer them, to be honest with you. I think I prefer them on that one there. So you can see them a bit better. Alright, let's go and retrieve the other stuff then. I think the rest of it's pet food, isn't it? So we've got kibbles and bits. Oh, that was teamwork, wasn't it? How good was that? Right, this is... technically, this is... What is this? This is for a cat box, isn't it, really? So this is not really food. Let's put this at the bottom. I say it's not really food. It's not food at all. More for cleaning them out, but it's still pet-related. I can go just there. I did notice the UK mod that I used to use has been remade, actually, by somebody else, but they've brought it back to life. So all of the products I ran in Series 1, so if you've been seeing my Series 1 and seeing UK products and you're interested, that is now available again. We're going to stick with American products in this series now, because we've been doing that all the way through. But yeah, you can now get the UK products going again. So you'd have probably more recognizable brands for the UK viewers than what we're seeing here. $3.90, 5%, and $2.10. %. And then what have we got over here? This is going to go for $5.10. %. Perfect. Right, I think that's everything, isn't it? Yeah, not a lot of new things, actually. In those 2 licenses, you don't get that many things. To say we spent $22,000 on them. You don't get that much stuff, do you, for your 22,000? That's all done. I know we don't have those in stock, so I'm going to rebuy them. So let's get 1, 1, 1, and 1. Go and find a spot for them on our shelving in here. That's going to have to be at least... maybe double stacked is fine for that. Why have you picked up a box? So you got Mr. Clean. Been annoying with that. Go there and there. So he's now going to... Is he going to get all of those? Oh, yeah, he's got them all on. I was going to say, now he's going to go and stand outside and tell me he's got nowhere to put it. But so we need to get some Mr. Clean again. Let me go and get a Mr. Clean now, then. At least get it on the shelves. That's probably fine. That's a small box, isn't it? Right, how are we doing in here? Are we about finished? Not quite. We've got some potatoes that need going on. These shelves look reasonable. So do these. So our main stuff is fine. Yeah, everything's fine, really. It's just potatoes, isn't it? How are we looking out here? Fruits are a bit sparse on fruit as well, actually. Do I need more of that? Now they've actually been working and doing stuff. Do we need more? Do some more tomatoes. For those as well. More of that. I wish this stuff would stop moving around. That's why it's very difficult to restock, actually. As much as I love this mod, it is difficult to restock when they're actively going around doing things. Nothing's showing there for potatoes. But they're not exactly going to restock anytime soon, are they? I'll go and do it myself. Is that a potato right there? Nope, that's not a potato. Can you see potatoes anywhere? It's the problem, you see. I know where things are, like fruit and vegetable-wise, but because I've stacked the shelving in so tightly, because I don't do it, being able to see everything is not the easiest. Is that a potato? Nope, that's a lemon. Honestly, can't see any potatoes. Aha! Potato! Alright, at least that's some on. I'll let them do the rest. Let's open up. That should be enough. We got three slots for potatoes. Which is, should be more than enough. Right, so I wonder how much we're going to do today then. So, 149 customers. Felt like a lot. Even for just a regular old 5% day. That felt like a lot of customers. Hopefully we'll get that sort of similar number, to be honest. With that, we're going to start earning money more and more quickly. We'll level up quicker as well. It'll all help me sprint towards the finish. But yeah, I would like that wall down. If I could get that wall down, because obviously that would become a window, and then we can move all of these things along. Though I don't want them next to that bin particularly, but maybe they could absorb the bin, and the bin could be inside, and we wouldn't see it. But if we move those along, that would look better, wouldn't it? Rather than... It's always a bit weird, really, having your vegetables inside and your fruit out here, but they would just fit in there nicely, those two. So we can move everything along a little bit, maybe if we had to, but everything could be just in there then. So I may do that. We'll see. But priorities are probably get that wall down and then get the rest of the licenses first, and then we'll see. It's more of an aesthetic thing, that. So more interested in getting the licenses first. So our next license we will get in the next video will be the books or games, if I change them to games in time, but they might end up being books. As we'll get that, and then we need to get to level 81. We're not far away. I could work a little bit off cam and get us towards that. Because when we get to 81, that's the next 4 licenses. So we can get those then, and then it's just level 90 for the final thing. So we'll see how we go. All right, let's open up. Start serving some people. Is he coming our way, or is he going to swerve us? He's got to be coming our way, surely. Can't be going anywhere else. Hello there, sir. 54 cents change, thank you. Think he's coming our way? He's walking with purpose. No, he stopped there. I tell you what, there's a number you often see in a supermarket, but hardly ever in this game, or many others actually. $5.99. You very often see in real life 99, or at least you used to, not so much these days, but generally you see 99 everywhere in life, don't you? But in these games, very rarely do you see 99. Mostly because I tend to put my prices rounded up a little bit. $39 and 89 cents. Thank you so much. 50, 75. Thank you. All right. Shall we have a look at some stock before I forget? I have a feeling we'll be getting low of a few things here. We can get another couple of those for sure. We can get another couple of these. We're not low on the shelves though, so it's only in storage, so that's not too bad. Get a few of those. They've gone red as well. Another one of those. Get another one of those as well, just in case somebody's in transit with a box or something and it goes crazy. Definitely get another one of those as well. Another couple of those. No, we need more, but I'll just get a couple for now. Right, that should be enough. What's this? Wholesale. We buy 40 coffee and tea bagged for 518. All right. Oh, not enough stock. Not enough stock. I wish you could come off this screen. Just buy some more stock. You have to decline it. Why can't I just go? That would literally take me 2 seconds to buy some more stock of that. So I've got it in, and then I can take advantage of that. I don't mind the time pressured thing, like it comes up on the side and it's time pressured. Maybe it just lasts for 1 minute. So you read it and it lasts for 1 minute. And in that 1 minute, if you've got time, you can go and get some more and take advantage of it, rather than it just be locked to you. When I've got the money, I can easily purchase more and get some. And have it delivered instantly, so you know, there's no issue there. $25.41. $33.53. Scales sound busy. I'm guessing they were off helping out at the self-checkouts. 14 cents. A lot of dinging over there. They're probably skiving off watching boxing or something. $115 and 90 cents, thank you. $21 and 16 cents. Thank you very much. $190 and 11. I can't remember what we'd made it down to financially today, but it feels like we're getting back up to a decent level. This has got to be another 140 customer day, hasn't it? They're everywhere. They're like ants. That's a lot of Twinkies. They discontinued them again. 41. $99.44. Thank you. $88.77. There's still a lot of people in store. I don't know, when did we close? It feels like we closed yesterday and there's still people in store. What are we doing here? 15 and 67. Yeah, before we started doing this level of sale, this is the kind of normal amount of customers we would have in our store generally, isn't it? But now this is a quiet moment now. That's how much we've grown in the last couple of episodes with the testing. $6.06. Thank you. All right, the last few. Let's close. How are we looking? Not too bad. The cheese is low, but not bad. I mean, we've still got some in stock. Thankfully, I double stock everything. Otherwise, we might be a bit low. We don't actually do that in the freezer section. That's all fine anyway. All pretty good here. Oh, quite a lot of Dr. Pepper today. Meat and everything looks reasonable. That's not bad, actually. We've not sold that. Say how busy we are and how much money we've just made. Because everybody's buying everything, isn't it? This is a problem. You see, I did the 5% sale back on the fruit and veg during my part of testing. That was unbelievably manic. So what was going to happen there is if that ended up being the most profitable, I was going to have to double up again on the fruit and veg. We just could not keep it on the shelves. Like, the restocker would come out and they would refill a crate, and the customers would have just drained it. It was like there was a shortage. They would just drain it instantly, and we just couldn't keep stuff on the shelves. It was impossible. So we'd have had to have had at least another 4 or 5 or 6 extra of these. So I don't know where I'd have put those. So that would have created another problem in itself. Whereas this sale, because it's store-wide, even though we're really busy, it's a lot better at keeping it across the store rather than just on certain products. Right, have we finished? I think so. I can't see anybody else. Well, let's see how we did. So day 134, 145 customers. Only one product was found expensive. That's not a problem as such. I don't know what that is, but it's a shame. But 146 customers in total. We made 13,183. Obviously, we lost money with the upgrade again. But without that, we would have been making quite a bit of cash. So we're back up to 42,000. I'll probably do a little bit between the videos, level us up a little bit more closer to the next set of licenses, which is level 81. So I'll probably level us up a bit, get us a bit more cash, maybe for an expansion, because really, unless I bring the shelving, which I may do, unless I bring this, there's room for one more over there, and then it's bringing the shelving out here. So I think we might need to do that anyway to get everything on that we're about to buy. So save up a little bit more as well for that, because that'll be a very expensive expansion. Almost ridiculous, I think. Let's have a look just before we end. The next growth, 40 grand for 40 grand for a square, probably this big. So yeah, we'll save up for that as well. So I'll do a bit of saving up between the videos. If you have enjoyed this one, make sure you leave it a like. Consider subscribing to and joining the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you for another video very soon.